Just everyone stand back. We'll push it open from inside and it'll just fall down. Is everyone okay?
We've been making some serious progress renovating the cab of our old Mercedes horse truck, transforming it from a stinky, rusty mud box into a clean and habitable place to be. In this episode, we start to draw a line under step 1 of our conversion project and turn our attention to dismantling the rotten old horse box on the back. A job that isn't for the faint-hearted.
Oh, it's opening.
The road to off-grid, off-grid.
Last episode, Pete got himself a crash course in patch welding and made some amazing progress with the rust spots and holes in the floor of the cab. There's just one patch left to go, so let's take a look at the damage.
Look, 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 look. So we just finished cutting more of that patch away to see how far the rust went, and it doesn't look like it went very far, which is good. There's also like a bead of glue around the raised lip, so if moisture got in there, it doesn't look like it can go any further. You can kind of see where the rust stops. There's always like little pitted bits of rust that you can't really get out, so that's what we're treating. And then the more I clean in there, the more little bits of rust I find, so just a little bit of surface rust that I found kind of in the footwell. I'm going to treat that as well, and then it should all be good. We should be pretty much done with rust chasing, and then I'm going to weld the patch on, and then that's it for the welding in the cab, I think. Okay, it's time to put in the last patch for the inside of the cab. I'm very excited. Weld, weld. Boop, boop, boop. Well, a few people commented saying that we should get an air blower gun to cool down the welds, and we actually did get one after Steve came and helped. And it's also good for putting out little fires when like the paint catches on fire and stuff. Give it a little blast and it blows the flames out. All right, done. God, that was tricky. It was supposed to be the easy one. It was just as hard as the other ones. No, don't look at it. It's too ugly. No, it's okay. It was just really tricky to get in here, like at the angle and stuff, and nice. Do you know what I'm really looking forward to doing today?
What?
Not grinding and welding.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. That's hard work. We started taking out the trim and the dashboard the other day, so we're gonna carry on with that and see how much we can remove and then clean whatever we can't.
Hopefully that'll be the last bit that's holding on to the smell that's in the cab.
There's a very sad old speaker in here.
Oh, is it?
No. Okay, I think this is all going to come out as one unit.
What's under that? Is it fuses?
Yep. Whoosh. What a puzzle. I think we've removed as much of the panelling as we can easily. But yeah, I think that's about as far as we're going to get.
I think it's as far as we need to get
Yeah.
for what we're doing right now.
Yeah.
Because we're going to have to come back into the dash when we do all the wiring and stuff anyway. So
Yeah.
I have been looking forward to cleaning this for since we got the truck. It's just going to be so nice to having like dash and everything that's not covered in this thin layer of like scuzzy brown gooey stuff.
Cleaning our truck, I promise this will be the last time. No more watching us clean, I'm sure you've had enough. There's only so many time lapses you can watch, only so many clips, eventually it's all the same. So no more cleaning our cab, at least for the rest of the day. No more cleaning, no more hoovering, except this bit of the ceiling. But that'll be it, I promise you. The cab will be clean by the time this song's through. Cleaning our truck, I promise this will be the last time. No more watching us clean, I'm sure you've had enough. There's only so many time lapses you can watch, only so many clips, eventually it's all the same. So no more cleaning our cab, at least for the rest of the day. No more cleaning, no more hoovering, except this bit of ceiling. But that'll be it, I promise you. The cab will be clean by the time this song's through.
Even though Pete's done a really good job with the welding, we've been advised to give it a little bead of this PU sealant. It's just going to protect the weld and make sure that no moisture can get into any gaps. So here we go. Oh gosh, it's so fast. It's another day, we're back at the truck. The PU adhesive has gone off really nicely and we're so close to finishing this cab now.
Oh, I can't wait.
It's going to be so nice with everything back in. So all that's left really for me to do is I'm going to get the paint done on the floor and then everything can go back in.
While Hayley's doing that, I'm going to be finally looking at the back. I'll show you around the box because I realised we haven't actually really showed you guys the box and what's in there and stuff. And we're going to start by looking at taking out the back door, which is a bit scary because it's got rusty old springs holding it. I'm just a bit worried about cutting something and a spring shooting off and taking someone out. So I'm going to look at that, but I've got help today from my friend Gordon. Gordon! Hello. There he is. So if you see a strange man in the background of the videos, it's just my friend. He's come to help us out today.
Good luck.
Yeah, and to you.
Please don't hurt yourself.
I won't. Is everyone okay? The box on the back of the truck is made from a heavy-duty steel frame with plywood panels. The rear door folds down, but it weighs a ton, so for people to be able to do it manually, it uses 4 big springs. 2 horizontal springs underneath and 1 vertical long spring on each side, but ours is missing one and the other one is barely attached. Look how bent this chunk of metal is. It's the springs underneath that are my concern. The springs and the mounts holding them to the chassis are heavily corroded. Because the springs are under compression at the moment, I'm worried that if we try to undo any bolts, the springs could break free and shoot off. So the first part of the plan is to try and loosen the springs so they're not in compression. But that means the door won't be kept shut by the springs, so we'll need to sort that out first. So here we are, inside the box. I think this might be the first time you guys have seen the box. So this is the back where they would have kept the horses. So we've got these big metal dividers. And then that wall there, that's the door that's going to fall down. So we're going to drill a hole in there, put the ratchet strap through, and then ratchet strap to one of these to hold the door in place. Make sure it's not going to go anywhere. I need my earplugs. Hey. There we go. Anyway, so that's where the ratchet strap's going to go. It's going to hook onto something secure, hook onto the other side in here, and then we don't have to worry about the door falling on us anymore. I don't think it's going anywhere. We spent a good 45 minutes discussing the safest way to lower the door, but ultimately came to the conclusion that because of its weight and the equipment we had, it would be safest to simply let it fall open. One of us would be inside to release the door, while the other would be outside to cordon off the area and make sure no one came close to the truck. Ideally, we would have gotten a forklift truck or something and lowered it slowly, but sometimes you've got to work with what you've got, and we were all happy that it was going to be safe. So with that, we started working on loosening and removing the springs, which meant I got to buy the biggest wrench I could find.
Oh, we're nearly there. Should go and see what Pete and Gordon are doing.
Claw's coming at you. Scared of the claw. Name that film. What happened next was not supposed to happen.
Ready when you are.
I'm ready. Oh, it's opening. Oh. Is everyone okay?
Yes.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
Oh, damn. Are you alright? Did it hurt your hand? Well, there we go. We did our best. A lot just happened, so I thought I should explain. In our excitement, we forgot to detach the ratchet straps that were connected to the stable dividers inside. The door started to open, but because they were still attached, Gordon tried to lower the door using the ratchets, loosening one at a time, which worked until it didn't. The mechanism of one broke, letting off too much slack. The door gained speed, and when the other ratchet caught up, the momentum and weight was too much. It snapped the steel plates in the stable doors clean off, and the ratchets were pulled through the 18mm plywood. In a moment like this, you have a fraction of a second to think, and you don't always make the right choice. Gordon, trying to be a hero, held onto the strap, but luckily not for too long, and even more luckily wasn't hit by any debris. In fact, apart from a bit of friction burn on his hand, he and everyone else was absolutely fine. So our goal today was to get the door open, and I don't think anyone can argue that we didn't achieve that today.